So this video is being made to demonstrate the neurological impress method, which has the acronym NIM, N-I-M. This method was first used by Dr. R.J. Heckelman in the early 1950s and has been shown over the decades since to be very effective in moving students toward greater reading fluency. Many struggling readers, like those with dyslexia, lack automaticity when it comes to decoding, whether this is due to poor word recognition or word identification. What happens to these word-by-word readers is that as a result of putting in so much effort into decoding, comprehension loses out. Lloyd Eldridge of Brigham Young University explained this well in 1988 when he said, "If readers take too much time to identify the author's words, they forget many of the words identified at the beginning of a sentence by the time they get to the end." Essentially, this reading method models the skills already possessed by a good reader. The technique is used to impress these abilities upon the struggling reader so that they can be gained in a natural way. In other words, the struggling reader spends less time decoding and more time comprehending the meaning of the text. As we demonstrate the method, please note several things. One is that the material chosen, in this case the Hunger Games, is 2 to 3 grade levels beneath the student's actual level, which in this case is not perfectly accurate, but for purposes of demonstration. Another is that as I read, my fingers move smoothly beneath the words I'm reading and speaking, so that my finger, my reading, and my speech are all synchronized. Another is that my reading will be just a bit faster than the student's and at a pace just beyond which he may be comfortable with at first. Also notice that at some point during the demonstration, I increase my reading. The idea here is to gently push the struggling reader to read at ever increasing reading speeds, and this should be done for a few minutes at a time during each session. Finally, note that although I am the lead reader and my finger is following the words, the student can take over these tasks, when it's felt that time it's appropriate to do that. But this would typically occur after some of the initial sessions. All right, so we're going to demonstrate that now. Okay. When I wake up, the other side of the bed is cold. My fingers stretch out, seeking Prim's warmth, but finding only the rough canvas cover of the mattress. She must have had bad dreams and climbed in with our mother. Of course she did. This was the day of the reaping. I prop myself up on one elbow. There's enough light in the bedroom to see them. My little sister Prim, curled up on her side, cocooned in her mother's body, their cheeks pressed together. In sleep, my mother looks younger, still worn but not so beaten down. Prim's face is as fresh as a raindrop, as lovely as the primrose for which she was named. My mother was very beautiful once too, or so they tell me. Sitting at Prim's knees, guarding her, is the world's ugliest cat. Mashed-in nose, half of one ear missing, eyes the color of rotting squash. Prim named him Buttercup, insisting that his muddy yellow coat matched the bright flower. He hates me, or at least distrusts me. Even though it was years ago, I think he still remembers how I tried to drown him in a bucket when Prim brought him home. Scrawny kitten, belly swollen with worms, crawling with fleas. The last thing I needed was another mouth to feed, but Prim begged so hard, cried even, I had to let him stay. It turned out okay. My mother got rid of the venom, the vermin, and he's a born mouser. Even catches the occasional rat. Sometimes, when I clean a kill, I feed Buttercup the entrails. He has stopped hissing at me. Entrails, no hissing. This is the closest we'll ever come to love. I swing my legs off the bed and slide into my hunting boots, supple leather that is molded to my feet. I pull on trousers, a shirt, tuck my long dark braid up into a cap, and grab my forage bag. It's good. I think we're good. So, just a couple of final things to note. One is normally that the reading session would be for about 10 minutes. Another is that the method demonstrated is the original neurological impress method developed by R.G. Heckelman. There are two other recognized methods that are considered to be within the NIM family that are used as well. One is called echo reading, where the teacher reads a sentence or a short paragraph, and when finished, the student echoes back the reading, following the words with a finger. And the other is choral reading, which is a group strategy where the whole class reads the text selection at the same time. Thank you very much.